Beloved, your twin flame, your divine counterpart, is feeling really hopeless at the minute. This says here, depression, loss. They're feeling very hopeless because you have set energetic boundaries with them. The divine feminine has set energetic boundaries with her divine masculine. Confirmation. And when this happens, the divine feminine set these energetic boundaries because the energy around the divine masculine was just too chaotic. It was there was just too much noise. This is giving the high priestess energy, whereby the high priestess just sits in council, in silence, in solitude, to listen, to feel, to absorb. Okay? The divine feminine, the divine feminine, now this could be a masculine or feminine, they stepped into their their divinity, their feminine divinity, even more so than they have before. And they literally severed themselves from the twin flame, soul, contract, connection. This is given an energy whereby there is no contact between the two of you. Or if there has been, it's been extremely sporadic and to the point where it's just non-existent. It's given an energy whereby the divine feminine was almost waiting for her person, the divine masculine, to come correct, to come right in whatever, in however, to basically show the divine feminine, actually, I'm working on myself, I'm doing what I need to do. It's almost like the divine feminine wanted the divine masculine to get out of his head, and he didn't. And he remained in his head. Healing, of course, yes. But it's almost like the energy of him pulling on her energy was just too much for her to cope with, too much to bear. So she was just like, nah, I'm drawing a line in the sand. Now, when I say divine feminine energy, it could be a masculine with a divine feminine energy and vice versa. So the divine feminine energy just drew a line in the sand and was like, nah, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm pulling back my energy. I'm stepping even stronger into my divinity. And when that happens, the divine masculine kind of like goes into this energy of hopelessness. They go into this energy of, I've lost this person, which then sends them into this energy of longing. It's a very toxic paradigm, very, very toxic paradigm. But it's almost like it's always a test. It's always a test. Spirit and the Most High is always testing the divine masculine and the divine feminine. Who are you going to choose? Are you going to choose yourself? Or are you going to choose something that is not tangible within your life? This is given an energy of where this connection is not tangible within the 3D realm. The other card that came out says salty. So there is an energy of, because this says bitter and angry. So there's an energy of bitterness and anger. The Spirit just said there's anger for self, not for, there's anger for self. So the person who has the divine feminine energy is almost like they're irritated with themselves for maybe not setting energetic boundaries sooner, or they're irritated for themselves, or it could be the divine masculine irritated with themselves for not for not releasing fear to step forward towards their person, to say something, to open up the communication pathways. Angel numbers 444, and look what we have out here. Divine masculine, and literally we had Archangel Michael and the angels archangels, and the Most High are literally still with this connection. Even though the divine feminine energy has actively separated, she took a concerted effort, and I say she, to step away from this divine masculine. Not because she doesn't love him anymore, but because she's like, you know what? I absolutely adore you. I love you, but I need to set you free. I need to set you free because I need to be set free from the noise and the chaos, because it was just too much for her, and energetically it was just taking too much from her. Because this is gentleness, nurturing, mothering, and that is exactly the divine feminine. It's given an energy of like, look, do you know what? You do you with all due respect, please, beloved. You do you and I will do me. And if our paths cross, then our paths cross. And if they don't cross, I will keep it moving. The divine feminine is going to keep the energy moving. And if there is a stagnant energy within the relationship, I'm not saying that it happens all the time, but in this paradigm, it is going to be coming from the divine masculine's side of the court. And this is saying authority, discipline, and father figure, which is obviously is the opposing energy to the divine feminine. Archangel Michael has been protecting this relationship. Archangel Michael has been intervening, because this is divine intervention. Archangel Michael has been intervening in this relationship to keep this relationship on track. And I'm going to be bold enough to say that actually this is divine alignment. Angel number is 2222. I'm literally going to be bold to say that because this was meant to happen. It was meant to happen. Everything was meant to happen. Everything that is happening right now is meant to happen. This connection is not going to come together. This connection is going to come together simply because the divine feminine stepped back and took her power from spirit, but also took her power from the connection and chose herself. And because she chose herself, she's stepping more into her divine feminine energy than she has ever done before. And when that happens, the divine masculine automatically upgrades. Confirmation. The card that came out says today, and it says good vibes only. Good vibes, now in the moment. And that's exactly, that's the energy of the divine feminine, or feminine energy. She's just like, look, I absolutely adore you. I love you, but I release you with love. I don't hold any anger towards you. No bitterness. I'm not salty. Nah. She might be a little bit irritating to herself, but she's like, nah. I'm not going to hold on to any, stagnant, stuck energy. Divine feminine is keeping it moving because she wants peace and harmony in her life. Peace, harmony, ease, and tranquility. Because that's when she's able to birth her, whatever she's birthing, her creativity. There is still wishful thinking of, is this connection going to come together? Is it not going to come together? Archangel Michael says it's going to come together. Because this is saying second chance, deja vu, and nostalgia. So this is a relationship that is coming together, but it's not coming together right now because the divine masculine is in an energy of still healing. And it's almost like he was pulling on the divine feminine energy for energy to help him to heal. But it got to a point where actually it was just too much for the divine feminine. Just too much. And she had to pull back to preserve herself and her divinity and her divine energy. But there is coming a period of recharge and rest and letting go. Clearing the mind. So congratulations to the divine feminine, whoever that is. You have literally stepped powerfully into your divine feminine divinity. And congratulations to the divine masculine for noticing there was a change in this energy. and doing something about it.